Welcome to the PSA Dude, a regular feature here on We the People Television, Houston media source, cable channel 17 for most of Houston, Texas. Hello again, my name's Jim Ellinger. They call me the PSA Dude. I'm the goofy one they put in front of the camera, and I'm joined by the goofy one behind the camera, Mark Pirtle, for this number 7 of a continuing series of the PSA Dude. Now, the PSA Dude is where your community or nonprofit or social group can get your public service announcements aired before 1 million cable viewing households here in the Houston area. If you've got a PSA that you'd like to have aired here on the PSA Dude, send it to the PSA Dude, care of Houston Media Source, 3900 Milam, Houston, Texas 77006. Now, we're not accepting PSAs by email or fax just yet. After all, this is just number 7 of the PSA Dudes. So once again, you got to put a stamp on it and mail it to the PSA Dude, care of Houston Media Source, 3900 Milam, Houston, Texas 77006. Well, now this edition of the PSA Dude is being shot at the Houston Museum of Natural Science. Plenty to do and see here. We're currently in the Cullen Hall of Gems and Minerals, which is surrounded by exotic and beautiful stones, gems, minerals, and objects which I've never quite seen the likes of before. Let's check it out here on this edition of the PSA Dude. The Houston chapter of the Women in Film and Television will invite you out for breakfast. A breakfast program sponsored by our Houston chapter of the Women in Film and Television will feature Tom Copeland. He's the director of the Texas Film Commission. This will be on Wednesday, April 30th from 7:30 to 9:30 in the morning at the Doubletree Guest Suites at 5353 Westheimer. Now, the event is open to the public, and this is a rare opportunity to learn more about the status of filmmaking here in Texas, including the current production of films here in the Lone Star State, including The Alamo. This should be a really interesting breakfast program brought to us by our friends at the Women in Film and Television, the Houston chapter. If you'd like to find out more about the WIFT, you can contact them by giving Jolene a call at 713-780-3671, or find out more about the Houston chapter of Women in Film and Television by going online and visiting them at www.wift-houston.org. If you're looking for a way to get the kids, out of the house for the summer, how about this? A fast-moving, fun-filled video extravaganza. It's the 2003 Summer Video Camp, brought to you by Houston Media Source. It'll be held from 9 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. There'll be 3 sessions, one starting on Monday, June 9th, the next one July 7th, and the third one on July 21st. Now, the workshops in this video camp will include media literacy, story planning, camera techniques, editing, and the kids get a VHS copy of their final production to take home and show Grandma. Hey, that might be worth it in itself. And of course, we feed the kids with lunch and snacks. If you'd like to find out more about Houston Media Source's 2003 Summer Video Camp, give Tracy a call at 713-524-7700, extension 18, and say, I want to send my kid to camp this summer. Well, we're here at the Foucault Pendulum here at the Museum of Natural Science, where one of the wooden pegs was just knocked over by the pendulum. Now, it's not the pendulum that's rotating, it's the earth underneath. Now, here's another PSA from the PSA dude. On Saturday, May 10th, Houston Media Source will present the 2003 Video Awards at the Majestic Metro Theater at 911 Preston in beautiful downtown Houston, Texas. There's been a lot of anticipation about the Video Awards this year, and Houston Media Source producers have submitted tapes in a variety of categories to be considered to win an award. The categories include First Effort, Educational, Documentary, Cultural Arts, Community Issues, Comedy, Inspirational, Political Issues, Student, and Variety. Now, a highlight of the evening's entertainment will be the presentation of the Cal Jones Media Award. Mr. Jones was a founder of Access Television here in Houston, and in 1997 was presented with a Lifetime Achievement Award. That Lifetime Achievement Award was presented by none other than CBS News anchor Dan Rather, who said that Cal Jones, quote, personally gave me my start and inspired me to do my best in broadcasting, unquote. Now, once again, the Houston Media Source 2003 Video Awards will be held on Saturday, May 10th at the Majestic Metro Theater in downtown Houston at 911 Preston. If you'd like to find out more about the awards show, you can give Tracy Scales a call at 713-524-7700, extension 18. And we'll see you at the awards show. All right, we're continuing with our tour of the Houston Museum of Natural Science. I'm joined by Brad Meyer. He's one of the marketing people here. Hello, Brad. How are you doing today?
Doing well, thank you.
We've had a great time exploring this museum. There's so much to see here. Tell us about a couple of the big exhibits that are going on right now here at the museum.
Well, there's always something going on at the museum. The biggest thing right now is St. Peter and the Vatican. It's a large Vatican exhibit that comes over from Rome, and we're the world premiere for that.
Okay. Now, you've also got a couple other things going. The DNA thing, which has been all over the news. Tell us about that.
It's the Human Genome Project. We put that together with the Baylor College of Medicine. Just opened to the public yesterday, as a matter of fact. It's all about mapping the human genome, about what makes people tall, small, diseases that can happen. It's an interesting and fascinating topic. Yeah, these are huge displays getting a lot of attention from the museum. They are indeed. Now, those are just the big ones you're having, the periodical displays. You also have a lot of permanent displays here. Give us a few of the most popular ones. Well, we have the Cullen Hall of Gems, probably one of the most popular. We have gems and minerals, world-class materials from all over the world. We also have the Paleo Hall, everybody's favorite, with all the different types of dinosaurs. Those are probably the two most popular things we have here. Now, right behind us, you have several herds of butterflies. We do indeed. The Cockerell Butterfly Center has about 2,000 live butterflies at any one time. We also have an incredible insect zoo that has all different types of creepy, crawly things. a real popular thing with the kids.
Now, just outside the door here is an enormous globe made out of, I guess, stone. And it seems to be rather magically, even mysteriously rotating by itself. Tell us about this giant globe.
It's called a Kugelball. It weighs about 5,000 pounds.
Goodness.
And it rotates on a jet of water, but it's only about a 1.5 horsepower motor that projects that water up and rotates the globe. So it rides a little bit on a stream of air and water.
So I guess the 5,000 pound weight keeps any of the teenagers from taking it home.
A lot of them try, none of them succeed.
Okay, now I have to ask you, this place is hugely popular. What sort of numbers of people come through here every year?
Well, we're the most popular museum in Texas. We have over
Really?
2.4 million people per year come through the museum.
And how many of those are kids?
About 800,000.
My goodness. Okay, now if people want to find out more about the Houston Museum of Natural Science, how can they do that, Brad?
They can log on the web at www.hmns.org or call us at 713-639-4629.
Great. And tell us when the hours and days are.
Monday through Saturday, the museum is open from 9 in the morning until 6 o'clock at night. On Sundays, from 11 in the morning till 6 o'clock at night.
Okay, Brad Myers, thanks for joining us here at the beautiful Museum of Natural Science.
It's our pleasure.
All right, here's another PSA about films here in Texas, moving the vision forward. Film Expo Texas is coming to Houston on Saturday, June 21st at the Courtyard by the Marriott, 3131 West Loop South. Now, filmmakers, directors, actors, screenwriters, production managers, even recording artists are all encouraged to attend this second annual Film Expo. Now, the purpose of Film Expo Texas is to provide a first-hand view of the film community resources available right here in Texas. Now, what we're trying to do is provide a wealth of information by which we can raise the awareness of the locally based talent, crew, and production resources here in Houston and throughout the state of Texas. The seminars are designed to cover topics which are mandatory to the success of each and every production. There are seminars for actors, writers, producers, crews, and newcomers. Now, this intensive, jam-packed event will include seminars, demonstrations, a screenplay competition. So if you've got an old screenplay on the shelf, dust it off and turn it in. And a movie competition for shorts, mid-lengths, and feature-length films. The winning entries will receive an award and be screened at the end of the expo. So to find out more about Film Expo Texas coming to Houston on Saturday, June 21st, check them out online at www.filmexpotexas.com. We'll see you there. Houston Media Source will have a booth.
Me?
All right, we have time for just one more PSA here on the PSA Dude, as we've been wandering around the halls of the Houston Museum of Natural Science. We're going to let you know about this last PSA. We're a little sad to tell you about it. Our good friend M. Martin at Earthwire is, well, he's closing up shop. Many of you who are involved in the political scene, the arts, community, or political scenes here in Houston are probably familiar with M. Martin and the Earthwire folks. They have been broadbanding a lot of audio and video, including stuff from KPFT and Houston Media Source. And after 2 years of production, well, they're calling it quits. But not before a big party on Saturday, May 3rd and 4th. M. Martin is inviting all the folks who have ever appeared on the Earthwire stage to come back for one big party at the Earthwire location. And from all the folks here at Houston Media Source, a tip of the hat to our good friend M. Martin for all the good community media work he's done online and offline. And for this edition of the PSA Dude, Mark Pirtle behind the camera, my name's Jim Ellinger in front of the camera. They call me the PSA Dude. If you've got a public service announcement that you'd like to have aired here on the PSA Dude, send it to the PSA Dude, care of Houston Media Source, 3900 Milam, Houston, Texas, 77006. And check out the great museums that we enjoy here in Houston, Texas. So long, everybody.